reverse and side sliders are a great exercise to engage the glutes, the lower back, and the hamstring muscles. And they're also a great way to teach people how to use those glute muscles. Sometimes this is an issue and people have difficulty getting into the hinge position. So this would be kind of our starting point. Oftentimes when we're teaching this exercise to somebody, we'll start with a description on like the whiteboard of teaching them the joint angles and the positions we kind of want to get into, and then we try to translate that into the exercise. So to do this exercise, you're going to need a slider or something that's going to be able to slide on the floor that you're working on. And let's say that we've gone through the whole mechanics and how we want to set up. I'm going to coach Josh through going through this exercise right now. So I'll get Josh to face that way, and I'll get him to get into a hinge position. So I like to tell him that we want to keep his shin fairly vertical. If we follow the seam on his pants, it should be pretty upright. I want him to push his bum back, and I want him to drop his torso forward. I'll also tell him that I want him to keep the weight roughly in the middle of his foot. Then we're going to get the slider underneath one foot, holding the position. I'm going to get him to slide back and forth, keeping 98% of his weight on the stance leg, and the sliding leg just has enough weight to move the slider back and forth. I'd also check in with the person doing the exercise and make sure that they're feeling it in the glute muscle. So they should be feeling it roughly in the back pocket. Good. So let's maybe turn and face forward, and then you can see what this looks like from the front. We're going to do sideways sliders now. So the positioning is the same, just the motion of the leg is going to be a little bit different. To make this exercise a little bit more challenging, we can start doing it with motion. So we would start in an upright position, drop down in the hinge position, and then come back up again. So people will sometimes find this a little bit more challenging because they have to coordinate the movement and be able to drop into that hinge position without keeping their torso really upright.